Now, coming to you live from atop the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's the one, the only, PUCL Podcast.
It's PUCL! PUCL! It's PUCL! PUCL! Pokemon Underground Champions League, oh yeah! PUCL! PUCL.
And welcome to the 513th episode of the PUCL Podcast. I am your host, Trainer Thatch, here today with my Mighty Morphin co-host. We've got none other than Lynian.
Hello.
And Seth Vilo.
I have no clever Power Ranger references to make. Beep, bop, boop.
Nobody does, and that's okay, because we are a Pokemon podcast. That's, of course, what PUCL stands for. PUCL stands for the Pokemon Underground Champions League, a nonsensical name we came up way too many episodes ago. We talk everything here from Pokemon to the, not from Pokemon, about Pokemon, from the video game to the trading card game to everything in between, because it is a multimedia franchise. However, some of those parts suck.
Tell us how you really feel.
They do. Okay, Pokemon Masters EX. Okay, one.
Yeah.
I think the best thing that came out of Pokemon Masters EX was the hashtag Pokemon Masters EX.
Yes.
Yeah, that was glorious for a minute.
I think that is the best thing that came out of that product. Only because nobody was self-aware about that. Like, I have to imagine the group of PR at some of these companies, like these multi-billion-dollar companies, are just like, it's just like three guys, and they just like go with the first idea.
I have to imagine that one person noticed and went, but if I don't tell him, it's really funny.
I hear you, but no press is bad press. That was trending on Twitter for like a week.
That's true.
Days.
I wonder if that actually made them any actual money, though. You know what I mean?
I guarantee it got people to look into the game at the very least. So
I know.
Was it a successful campaign? Yes.
I mean, I just can't do gotchas, and this is just the Thatch problem. I can't do gotchas. Yeah. Because, like, I get obsessed with collecting, I've got Pokemon brain, and I'm gonna want all the trainers, and that's a lot of monies.
See, that's fine if you understand, as long as you don't think you're morally superior. Like, the guy at another server I was in, I mentioned something about, he's like, well, I don't play those gotcha games, and they should be illegal. I play Warhammer. And I was like, oh, dude, and you're talking to me about bad financial decisions.
Warhammer is such a ripoff. Like, and that's a lot of Games Workshop's fault, honestly.
It is.
Games Workshop really needs to open it up a little bit so you can use, like, your own proxies and stuff. Okay, so what Games Workshop does is they find one of those cheap 3D printing companies, like, that make the cheap resin 3D printers, like the Photon or the Elegoo Mars, and then they go and they just partner with them. They're like, this is the Games Workshop branded Elegoo Mars. And then they're just like, you can buy STLs of all of our little figures and use them in competitions. And then they expand the market like crazy. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner. Thatch just made the gamer base of Warhammer 40k way bigger.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
You can have that one for free, Games Workshop employees that listen to us, for sure. There's a lot of overlap here. Well, there actually probably is a good amount of overlap between people that play Warhammer and the people that play Pokemon, so.
I mean, we know Orange exists, so.
Orange does exist, that's true. But yeah, I don't know. What have you guys been up to lately? I've been gone for a lot of episodes, and man, am I going to be gone for another one by the end of this month.
What is it with you and fall? Like,
this fall has been awful. Dude, my schedule has just been kicking me in the groin. Like, it's just like, hey, do you want to sleep this weekend? And the answer is usually no.
Too bad.
Yeah.
No, the answer is usually yes. The reality is usually no.
Fair. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. The reality is, yeah. Unfortunately, you can't do that. Yeah. No, I don't know. Hopefully after this, it's all over, like, for a little bit, and I can stop doing things. I just want to slow down.
I just want to stop doing things.
To be fair, for the reason that we're going to be gone at the end of the month, it's because, and I guess the show won't come out until November 1st anyway. So you know what? You get an all October Thatch. November Thatch is the one that's missing. Yeah, I'm going to be, like, on vacation. Like, I'm going to go visit my in-laws. And for those of you, like, that follow on Discord, you know that's just, like, a very relaxing experience. They live on the water. It's really nice. So
It's true. It's very relaxing.
it's very relaxing.
I love visiting Thatcher's in-laws, of course.
Yes. You know what? Don't say that too loud, okay? Because they like invite people like crazy.
Oh no.
Like an uncomfortably often amount.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, well, because like, so this weekend I was at Tina and Tina's husband's wedding. Hi, Tina. And I was at their wedding, and we were gonna go on vacation together, like before COVID started. Originally, we were all gonna go to like Hawaii, and then that obviously got boned in April of 2020. And then we were just like, oh, we can go on vacation somewhere else. And like, my in-laws were just like, oh, you can all come here. And I was just like, oh, okay. So that was like in the cards until they finally scheduled their wedding. But it was, it is what it is. So it's,
And it is deeply funny.
it is deeply funny. They do that a lot. But yeah, yeah. So what have you been up to other than dreaming of going to my in-laws' house for vacation?
I mean, I was on the show like last week.
You were.
I haven't done anything in a week. It's really just been... I played a lot of tabletop games, which was a mistake. I really should have done homework. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Oh, I know that life. What about you, Seth? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm fairly boring. I've just been... I'm here for my first of the month check-in on the main show, and...
we're here. I'm alive. I promise.
We're here. I've just been doing a lot with the TCG, honestly.
Dude, it's been a lot of fun since rotation, honestly, because ADP's gone.
God, yeah.
ADP's gone.
Yeah.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
If you look at the results from these tournaments that are going on, like there's more than 3 decks in the top. Like you could win with anything.
This is amazing right
That's
now.
amazing.
It's wild. I love it. It's so fun.
The TCG is really, really good right now, and I'm very happy about it. I plan to, so like I want to get back to streaming. I kind of took September off just because I've been so busy with everything, and I've been using, instead of streaming, that time to sleep. And I've decided to go ahead and I'm going to make schedules for like the month of October while I'm here and not on vacation for the stream schedules. But like I want to do like a night where it's like TCG and stuff like that. The patrons are definitely going to be able to help decide some of this stuff.
Yeah, I honestly need to get into it too. Like I know I have the...
Yeah, it'd be fun. No, it'd be fun. If you want to jump in, be more than welcome.
Yeah.
We're gonna just try to get schedules up by the beginning of the week with everything that's going on, so everybody is very aware. So go ahead and do that. Check us out on Discord and our social media thingies that are always in the descriptions. Yeah. Maybe we'll actually post on Facebook for once. It's just that I don't like Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Other than the wedding, I don't think I've done much. I've been playing Unite every once in a while, not as much as I was. I want to get back into it and get playing a little bit more. The update was really nice, actually, and I heard Mamoswine's like pretty okay.
Yeah, it's reasonable. It's not as broken as Blastoise, but Blastoise was also literally broken, so
yes. Yes. I am very excited about it though. Like I'm gonna go pick up Mamoswine probably, just try it out, play around with it, have a good time.
Mamoswine, I think Sylveon is real soon, like next week or the week after.
Yeah, next week I think.
It's going to be for sure. I really like this. It sounds like they're going to do like 3 per whatever these things are. I don't know if they're called seasons or what, but...
I think they were going to be like half seasons, and then they decided that didn't look very good, so they're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing anymore, honestly. But Unite's still like doing pretty well. Like I'm really impressed with the longevity that's had. Like compared to any other recent game that I can think of that Pokemon's put out as like free to start or free to play or whatever, I think Unite has done the best out of those. Like since Go, I guess, like Pokemon Go. But even then, like Pokemon Go, I feel like most of us at this point, like that are like super deeply ingrained in the community, are just like, this is a joke, but I'll still play it because it's Pokemon. And I think that's like, that's what my attitude is towards it, which is kind of bad. Especially now that like you can kind of see they're scrambling for like, what do we do?
We're almost out of Pokemon.
We're almost out of Pokemon releases, and that's kind of been the only thing we've done, guys.
Zarude is coming out, so that's fun.
Yeah, no, that's what we're talking. Like, they skipped Gen 7, like, almost entirely.
Yeah.
And now they're just like, yeah, let's have random Gen 8 stuff happen. Yeah.
This is the epitome of that meme. It's like, well, if it isn't the consequences of my own decisions.
Exactly. I don't know. It's more like the consequences of their own inaction, in my opinion. because they just haven't done anything innovative in the past 5 years. 5 years is wrong. I would say in the past 2.5, 3 years, they haven't really done anything innovative.
What? Mega Evolution didn't save them?
What? Especially not the poorly implemented way they did it. That's for sure. I don't know. It was, I still remember that the Mega Evolution reaction, watching the chat when that live stream was happening.
Everyone's like, it's coming to Swish. I'm like, no, it's not.
They're just like, it's coming to Swish. I'm like, guys, I appreciate that you're hyped for that possibility, but we all know that's not happening.
Yeah.
Except we don't all know, and that's the problem.
That it really is, honestly, right? That's my biggest problem. If they could just tell me what is and isn't happening, I would be really happy. I'd be really happy. All right. Well, this is a good place to stop. We've got some news to talk about, so let's kick it on over to the news. Let's cue that epic music.
Live from the Lavender Town Radio Tower. This just in.
And welcome to the news. Sunday. And welcome to the news.
It's neither when we record this nor when it's
released.
Out.
Yeah. No, it's the day that the person that edits this probably edits it.
Yeah.
All right. So this week, if you haven't listened to the first 10 minutes of the podcast or so, Mamoswine came out in Pokemon Unite. He is okay. He's not bad. And I haven't played him yet, and I want to see a little Swinub running around the field.
It's very cute, actually. It's very well done.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
I want to buy Mamoswine only for the Swinub. No other reason. Just for the Swinub. So that I can be a little Swinub running around being all cute. Okay? I want to hit that B button to cancel that evolution, okay? I want to be level 4 the entire game.
Oh my god.
Wow, you must be on my team.
That is how this happens, because you just want to stay as the cute Pokemon, so you never level up, therefore screwing over your teammates. Pro strats here.
What they should do is have a skin called, Eviolite, where you stay the baby, but,
Oh, that would be cute, actually. You know what? That's a good idea.
Get, progressively larger auras so that people can still see your level at, a glance, because I think that's part of the reason they wouldn't, but...
That's a good idea. It's better than the idea for this Alolan Ninetales skin. Have you seen that skin and how absurdly priced it is?
No.
Yeah, $30, $40?
It's $40 for the Ninetales skin.
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh my word. What?
Yes, it's just hey, would you like to buy another video game just so you can play in fancy Ninetales clothes?
It's a good skin. It's not a $40 good skin. I don't know what would be, but it's not that.
There's no skin that's $40 good. I have no idea what skin would be $40 good. Who in their right mind? There had to have been a typo, right? They hit the wrong number for the price for the skin.
You put that in as $4, right, Jim?
Well, the problem is we use gems, and so I just smashed the keyboard until I felt there were an appropriate number of digits. And that's how we came to that price, because those gems have no real-world meaning, other than go buy some in the store, but have extras left over so it annoys your OCD, so that you have to buy more of them. And this is how Pokemon Unite functions.
Yeah.
Yay. Jazz hands. All right. Moving on, though, Seth, I think you've got this next one.
Yeah, you betcha. A shiny Zacian and Zamazenta event has been announced for Japan as well, so it might be possible that the US gets their shiny one soon.
I think I also saw something on Twitter. Isn't there a TCG set coming out with it as well?
I was just about to say that. Yeah, there's a TCG set. I don't know where it's coming out, but it's going to have them pitted against Eternatus.
Yeah, and they're shiny.
Yeah, the cards are shiny. It's very pretty. It looks like it's in Japan right now. It'll release in November 5th.
So Zacian will be Rapid Strike, Zamazenta will be Single Strike, and Eternatus will be Fusion Style.
No, they're just reprints of the
other ones.
The current ones.
But shiny.
Original.
Lame!
But shiny.
But shiny. Yeah, so it's the Intrepid Sword Dauntless Shield one.
They could have done it. It would have been fine.
We are getting 2 new Zacian and Zamazenta regular colors in the Celebration set that both are pretty dang good, so that's cool.
Yeah, they look pretty okay there as well. Oh, did you hear about this other thing? It's not in the news that we have, but did you hear about the scalpers potentially getting like their orders canceled on PokemonCenter.com?
The people who bought it out
with bots
did that
to buy it out,
getting their orders canceled. Yeah,
that's
great.
I really this is a little bad because I kind of hope that there's just that one that sold the pre-orders on eBay or something for it after they scalped it, and then they already spent the money.
I hope
you know, just like a little justice, because this TCG thing has been absolutely nuts.
Absolutely.
And I would love to have bought a box of Generations just to crack it open, because it's all the old cards and stuff.
Celebrations, it's going to be even crazier.
Yeah, I'm just super happy about it. And I really want to get my hands on some of that, and scalpers make me not happy.
You remember when we made fun of Generations for being in every single box because they couldn't get rid of it? Now
Yes.
Here we are.
Yeah, well, no, Celebrations is the one they're canceling, right? Or do they reprint Generations? I meant Celebrations, not Generations. There's too many sets like this.
Yeah.
I want Celebrations, right now, okay?
They have a metal Charizard. Did you hear about that?
No, but I want the set because it's a cool set and it's just full of nostalgia. And that's all Pokemon's worth anymore, okay? It's just nostalgia.
I know. We're tangenting again, though, before we go off on stuff that should be in TCG Cast.
We got it. Celebrate good times. Come on, unless yours were canceled, and then, you're dead.
Yes. All right, Lynian, you get this next one. That's super exciting.
Yeah, so we've got the most important piece of information. Everyone has been anxiously awaiting news on this upcoming title.
Yes.
And I'm glad to announce that this week they did shadow drop some news on Pokemon Cafe Remix. It will be getting launched in late October with an update coming October 13th to prepare for it. So, get ready.
Yay! I'm confused by the Pokemon Company. This is just me stuttering out of disbelief because I just want to know who's just this game's salvageable. Let's do it. We're going to fix it.
I think this has to be a contractual obligation at this point.
Absolutely.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me, with some third-party developer.
Probably between Pokemon and Joe Merrick. He seems to be the one who loves it most on Twitter.
Okay, but Joe Merrick likes a lot of unpopular things. Okay?
Like Pokemon?
Well, no, but I like Joe Merrick, but I sometimes have to remind myself that he's just a man. You know what I mean? I have to ground myself and be he's just a Pokemon fan like me, but he has a website that he's very OCD about.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Let him have his Cafe Remix.
And keeps promising to update to mobile, and it's mostly there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, in video game battling news, the next season of Ranked Online has begun because it's October, and it continues to use the Series 10 format. This is actually the last month of Series 10, so if you want no Dynamax and party at party, this is the last time to do it. Though, we'll see. We have no announcement on what Season 11 is yet, or Series 11 is. So, I'm excited to see what that is. Honestly, I think, Seth, I'm more excited for Series 12 to know what Series 12 is.
Yeah.
I think Series 12 will be the more telling one.
Yeah.
Where it's just hey, you can use Kleavor.
Mega Empoleon.
No, that's not going to happen. No.
Come on, Seth.
No.
They're not going to do Mega Evolution again. Clearly, it's Armor Evolution.
No, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. I hate everything that's happening right now. Seth, go to this next piece of video game battling news.
On the topic of it being October, the next online event has been announced, and it's called the Spooky Cup of 2021. This only allows the use of, quote, spooky, unquote, Pokemon, which is entirely subjective and includes things like Vileplume, Noctowl, and Swoobat, the true spookiest of Pokemon.
Well, they're bats. One's a bat.
I mean, one is a bat, one is an owl, one is a
poisonous flower, okay?
Based off of something that smells like a corpse.
It was on a Dark type Elite Four, so, it's already evil.
It gets moonlight. It has to be evil.
Evil moons.
That was the plot of a very scary video game, Evil Moons, so...
Majora's Mask? Yes.
Apparently not. Cafe Remix. That's the only video game I know and love. Registration's open till October 14th, and the event runs the 15th through the 17th, so you've got roughly 2 weeks from now to sign up.
I'm going to sign up for this. I am going to stream this 1000%. I want to do this. I love doing things like this because they're just fun, stupid metas.
Yes.
Simple Swoobat sounds devastating.
They're just fun, stupid metas. I mean, I'm just glancing at the list of like allowable Pokemon right now. One, Mr. Mime made it in.
He's spooky.
You know what? It fits. It fits.
You know what? That makes sense. Yes, agreed.
That fits. Also, I really like that Ditto also made it in because he just like turns into whatever costume he wants to turn into, right?
Well, I mean, there's that, or you could go with the Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, that's true.
Nice.
And then like a lot of the fossils made it in. Not all of them.
Undead, Thatch. They're undead.
They let in Kabutops, Omastar, Aerodactyl. They did not let in the Gen 5 fossils or the Gen 3 fossils.
Did they let in the Gen 8 ones?
They did. They let in the Gen 8 fossils.
Good.
I would hope so. Those are Frankenstein
monsters.
monsters.
Oh, wait, no, I lied. They did not.
Oh, they didn't? Aw, yeah, you're right. Well, no, Dracovish.
No, Dracovish didn't make it.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking at the list.
Oh, did I miss it?
Yeah, it's the only one allowed.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess that makes sense. It's Dracovish. Everybody loves Dracovish. There'd be riots without it. There's some interesting ones that is just, oh my gosh, they put Marowak in. Oh, I guess for Alolan Marowak, probably more so than regular Marowak, but the meme's still there.
Yep.
The meme's still there. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through this and like, oh, Electivire made it, my boy. That's good.
I don't know. I don't think Electivire is very, very spooky.
He's not, but he's my boy though.
It uses electricity. Zappy zappy.
But do you know what is spooky, Thatch?
What?
Oh, no.
Mr. Rhyme?
The fact that we have to do Pokemon Go news.
Yes.
So, in Pokemon Go news, to coincide with the international launch of the film Secrets of the Jungle, which was announced 2 years ago, by the way, it's been some time.
It's been.
And you know how none of us have been like impatiently waiting for it? And that's for a reason.
Yeah, no, it's just been a thing we keep promising will happen, and we keep going, it doesn't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. You can work on something that matters.
Secrets of the Jungle is coming out, and there's a Pokemon Go event that's running it's already running, and it's running through the 10th. You can get Zarude.
Yeah.
You can get Hoothoot, Larvitar, and Pikachu. Many of these Pokemon can be found in raids, like Explorer Pikachu.
No more hats. I think honestly it's like 30 or 40 Pikachu hats at this point in this game. Yeah. It is absurd. No more hats, please.
There will be themed research tasks for Rufflet and Oddno.
Yay!
Which is fun. That's cool.
Actually, Rufflet's hard to get, so that works.
Yeah. Pokemon Go is doing Pokemon Go things, and by that I mean nothing anyone cares about. But
also, Unova and Yamask is the breakthrough research for encounter in October. Yay!
Yay! I think.
Yay! Yep. So in the meantime, I think that's everything that we've got so far. So we're gonna kick it on over to PUCL's Poke Quiz, where we're gonna quiz your co-host on their insane Pokemon knowledge.
Oh hi, and welcome to the Poke Quiz, the part of the show where we quiz our co-hosts on their insane Pokemon knowledge. I'm Mark, here to explain the rules. Our fabulous co-hosts will work as a team to answer 5 Pokemon-themed trivia questions that fans have submitted on the Discord server. Each question is worth 1 point, with Pokedex and multiple answer questions worth more, for a total of 7 points. The host can use a free hint at any time. If they get all the answers correct and do not use the hint, they can cash it in for an 8th point.
And welcome to PUCL's Poke Quiz, the part of the show where we quiz your co-hosts on their insane Pokemon knowledge. Thank you for reading those rules guy. I assume it's still Mark. And so we're going to go ahead, though, and I've got our first question for you lined up from you, straight from Sly. And he wants to know, or she, or they, would like to know, besides Pikachu, which Pokemon has printed the most in the TCG?
Oh, no.
Well, it's not Kadabra.
It's not Kadabra, that's for sure.
One down, 897 to go.
Actually, we're at 901 if you count stuff revealed for...
Yeah, but those things don't count yet. They don't have cards.
It's true.
Like, do you have a Kleavor card I don't know about? Like,
I mean, yes, but...
Sharpie.
I think Mega Man card got lost. Well, it's also not Porygon. We're whittling them down.
My gut says Charizard, because that has so many.
Charizard's up there. I think it could also be something stupid like Caterpie.
I don't think that has more than Charizard. Because like EX, GX, Mega EX, Mega EX, V.
I'm fine throwing myself on the altar of Charizard, so...
Oh, the altar of Charizard.
Before.
I bow before our lizard overlord.
I feel like it's probably... I mean, it's getting a medal one in Celebrations, so why not?
Are you going to say Charizard?
Yeah, sure, it's Charizard.
Yeah.
Charizard is unfortunately incorrect. The answer is actually unknown.
Oh.
With 90 cards.
Right, because they gotta do all the letters.
Stupid.
90 unique unknown cards.
Forgot about
90. 90.
Do you know how many would have been enough?
1?
0.
I don't know. I like the unknown that was in the X and Y era that you could use for, like, what was that deck everybody played back then?
Vespiquen?
Well, it worked for Vespiquen, but it also worked for the other one. That was better than Vespiquen.
I like the Lost Thunder ones, which were alternative ways to win the game.
Oh, yeah, that one was cool, too. All right. Moving on, though. You guys are 0 for 1 currently.
What?
This next question is going to come to you from Academic J. Which Pokemon is the only Pokemon that gets different egg moves based on its gender?
Is it not Indeedee? Because I feel like some moves don't breed to female Indeedee. Or male Indeedee, because like one doesn't get Trick Room. Yeah. But you'd be able to breed it, because it's a... Is there something... maybe Meowstic would be the other thing I could think of.
Yeah, that was the only other thing that came to mind that are like decidedly different movesets based on gender. And I think the Nidos are still technically genderless. So
no, the Nido babies are just different species though. So do you remember anything specific with the little babbies of actually, but the thing is, Esper is the same Pokemon.
Yeah, and Indeedee is not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Indeedee.
I'm comfortable with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Indeedee is correct. The female Indeedee gets Psycho Shifted Heal Pulse, and the male gets Extrasensory. So there's your daily dose of things you didn't need to know.
Yay.
All right.
Yay.
Moving on to the next question is your Pokedex entry question. So this one this week is going to come to you from, because it's October, I'm going to have to do this one. From Spike. Its Pokemon Diamond Pokedex entry reads, it hides in the shadows. It is said that if this Pokemon is hiding, it cools the area by nearly 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
So it's Gengar, right?
Almost positive Gengar, yeah.
Yeah, Gengar.
Gengar's correct. You got 2 points on that one.
Okay.
The other one came from MOMO, and I feel like it's just very obvious what that one is. So I feel like you could just guess what it is based on MOMO submitting it.
I mean, did you see what we just did with Gengar?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like hiding in shadows. There's one Pokemon that does this.
The second entry he had was from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and it reads, sometimes on a dark night, your shadow thrown by a streetlight will suddenly and startlingly to overtake you. It is actually this Pokemon running past you, pretending to be your shadow.
Yeah.
Yep. That would have been a better one to start with, probably.
Yeah.
I feel like the 10 degrees colder thing like is just something that like Pokemon fans know about Gengar.
Yeah, that stuck out in my brain.
Well, the fact that it hides in shadows was so known that it got like both a reference in Generations and like a special ability it can do in PTU. So I'm not forgetting that anytime soon.
Yeah. All right. So your next question is worth up to 3 points today. There are 5 answers. I'm only gonna need 3 of them. This one comes from not P Mickey, but G Mickey, or no, G McP. My bad.
Oh, I hate
Because
that.
we can't
so
make
much
this
worse.
easy on me to say. What 5 non-legendary / non-mythical Pokemon have an additional form with a different base stat total that can be accessed without a held item?
Whoa. Additional form, different BST, accessed without held item.
Yes.
Right?
And non-legendary,
Non-legend.
mythical.
Non-legendary, non-mythical.
Okay. Without a held item. Wishy-washy is
That's
one.
one. That's
Yep.
one. You get 2 strikes. You just-
Greninja?
let me know when you want to lock it in.
Yep.
You can. That's correct. Yes, that locks it in. That's 2.
Any of the mega no held item. You said.
Well, those require held items.
There were just so many
Minior.
stipulations.
Minior is the 3rd one, and that will give you all 3 points.
I would feel so bad if I didn't get Minior.
I would too.
Do you know the other 2, or do you want me to reveal them to you?
Hang on, give us a second. I want to see if we can do it.
Yeah, Aegislash?
No.
No, that's the same base stat.
Meow,
total,
meow.
it just shifts.
Oh, base stat total. Right, not base stat distribution.
Yeah, not allocation.
There's nothing in Gen A that really had a lot of form switching.
Does Darmanitan shift? Does it gain?
Oh, yes. Galarian Darmanitan and normal Darmanitan.
Those count as one Pokemon, but yes, that's correct.
Okay.
There's one more. There's one more. You'll probably kick yourself a little bit. It's honestly because nobody uses the other one, so...
Oh, no.
Okay, time's up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, give it to us.
It's Rotom.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I always
Base Rotom's bad.
forget that's not legendary.
I
Base
was
Rotom's bad.
just sitting here going, for some reason had the stipulation in battle in my head.
All right, but that gives you guys... That's 3 points plus your other 3, so that's 6 points for 4 questions. You can go for 7 here. You still have your hand. You can't cash it in, so...
Yeah.
Sucks to suck, I guess. All right. So this next question is your base stat question, and it's going to come to us from the trivia master himself, Liger. And he wants to know, what Psychic-type Pokemon has the highest base defense of all Psychic-type Pokemon?
Mega Slowbro.
180. Yeah.
Because that caps Mega Defense Form Deoxys at like 150 or something.
I think it's 160 or 150. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but it's not 180, which is what attack forms attacks are. It's Mega Slowbro.
Mega Slowbro is, in fact, correct at 180. The fun fact here about this one is that Mega Slowbro's defense actually matches up exactly with Cloyster's, because Mega Slowbro gets consumed by the Cloyster shell.
I never put that together. That's
Neither
really
did
cool.
I. Oh my god.
Yeah, isn't that cute? Isn't that like cute details they like throw in there? And this is why the development takes 3 years, okay, guys? They do stuff like this.
Yeah.
They have fun with it. So yeah, it's really cute. In other psychic types based on defense, next is Defoxes. That sounds like a creation for not Pokemon.
What does the Defoxes say?
I was thinking of Deoxys as played by Willem Dafoe, which is infinitely more scary.
Deoxys defense has a base defense stat of 160. Mega Metagross and Calyrex Rider are next up at 150. So Mega Slowbro is the winner. That gives you guys 7 points today. So I will have to type in that score. Yep. We are going to go ahead and add that in. 7. Nobody added the scores in from last week, it doesn't look like. So
because those are on a separate ladder. Don't touch them.
Don't touch them. Okay.
They are cursed points.
Cursed points. Okay. Lynian, and then who else is on the show? Oh, Seth. Seth, good news for you, buddy.
Me. It's me.
Good news for you. You are the new winner right now. You are leading the pack. It's in a race to 30, but Seth is in first with his total of 7 points. Or 12 points. Total of 12. In second place, Lynian and Sublime are tied with 7. Sigma is in fourth with 6th. And Whimsicott, Claude, and Mark are all tied for 5th with 5, and everybody else has yet to get on the board. Yay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good for all of you guys. Moving on then, that is going to be it for this, but we are going to go kick it on over to the topic. Hey, would you like a green Tauros badge? Well, you can have one. If you come over to our Patreon at patreon.com/puclpodcast, we are going to be giving them out once we hit $850. We're going to be giving those to every patron at the $10 plus tier because we love you guys. We'd love to see this project made. Of course, if we hit any other thresholds on the way there, such as $800 for the week-long giveaways to the community, that would also happen as well. So if you'd be interested in getting a green Tauros badge, feel free. Come on over. If you can't support the show, don't worry about it. You just listening is enough for us. So until then, though, guys, I'm Thatch, and I'll catch you guys on the flip-flop. And welcome to the topic. Our topic today are going to be the Shadow Drop trailers that we got this week for BDSP and for Legends. I think it's very exciting that they're talking about both of them.
I guess we gotta give news about this one, too.
Yeah, I feel like the BDSP one's like always just like an afterthought. That's kind of how it feels right now, at least. Because like it's definitely like, here's our safety net, and yeah, it's very fun and interesting to watch that. Also, I didn't realize like how much I missed having Shadow Drop Pokemon trailers. It really hasn't happened. It really hasn't happened since I think maybe the release cycle for Sun and Moon. They stopped doing that because everybody complained that they were giving away all of Sun and Moon with that, which is semi-fair. Like I still think the X and Y release cycle was pretty good. They didn't reveal everything, but they revealed some stuff.
I think they revealed an appropriate amount of stuff. It was the ways they did it were suboptimal.
I liked the 24-hour live stream.
Yes, okay. It was horrible. I was just I just remember when we got it, I'm just like, wow, this is really exciting. I really miss just getting like Shadow Drop stuff like this. And it's very fun to do that. And we got a lot of cool information. We'll start with BDSP to talk about because it's kind of boring, but there's one part that I think is uber exciting because it's like the last thing we didn't get confirmed for it yet. It got confirmed. So the Poketch is coming back. It's going to be on your screen, or I assume it's a toggle button. There's plenty of buttons. Pokemon requires 2 buttons, is Let's Go proved.
I'm sure it will be.
It's got to be, because it hasn't been in any of the other screenshots. You know what I mean?
There's absolutely games I can think of that have annoying UI elements that were just not in the trailers.
Yeah. I think it'll be a bar on the side that pops out, I hope.
That's probably true. I honestly think, well, so like, we have the Switch and it's Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Like I said, Let's Go show that you can play Pokemon with a control stick and 2 buttons.
Wait, I need to fact check this. It's true.
Thank you.
Fact check me. So you've got pretty much everything you could ever need just with that. You could, because they could just very easily like make it a shoulder button or something to make it pop out. That's all it takes. Like you press the shoulder, you press the R button, and then you use R trigger to like cycle through the apps or something like that. It's not hard to do. I think it's very much doable, and they probably will, because if not, I'm sure like somebody game tested it and is like, yeah, this is garbage. Granted, we are having a company that just like only developed Pokemon Home developed this game. So there might be a slight issue, but we'll see. They did announce a few things for BDSP though, outside of Poketch as well. The return of Amity Square, which is cute.
And one cool thing that no one seems to have noticed was in the text. You unlock Pokemon following you by going to Amity Square.
Oh.
Yes. Because you're allowed to have like 6 Pokemon follow you in Amity Square. I don't know if they're still going to have the same restrictions in Amity Square. So I don't know if there's going to have the same restrictions on which Pokemon can be there. But they did release in some of the art, though, that previous starters are in the game.
Yeah.
Well, they're in the code. I mean, the Sun and Moon starters were in.
No. They're like, they've got art of like
probably
portraits.
Grand Underground, but yeah.
In there.
Nah, it'll just be a trainer having it. That's it. You don't get it, but the trainers do.
Yeah, Totodile's kind of homeboys. Oh no.
If you try to transfer it in, it just says no.
Well, the only one that's missing from Sword and Shield currently would be the Johto starters that are going to be in this game, because there's no way this past like the 493. Wow, I would be hurt. Okay, I would be hurt. Personally, I would be hurt.
Poketch
was that you don't have to have a Babarrel in your team as an HM slave anymore. Like you can just summon them from the wild.
From someone's team.
Yes.
And it's apparently a set Pokemon for each HM, and they went through the video, but like 3 of the HMs were Babarrel, which I just Like, the surf was Babarrel, the cut was Bidoof, and the rock climb was Babarrel, and I'm just laughing because it's like,
I love it.
They know.
Oh, they know. Like, months ago, I was joking,
They did it on
a couple
purpose.
weeks.
It
was before this, though. I was joking with my boyfriend. I was like, what they should do is just have it be like a Bidoof phone that you call to, clear all the stuff. He's like, but what about Fly? And I'm like, well, clearly it's just a bunch of balloons like, riding bicycles that power a plane or something.
That would be so good.
Oh, could you imagine flying Bidoof like we got the flying Pikachu art? If it was just like, hey, special delivery Bidoof. It would be really cute if they would have just gone ahead and straight up just been like, flying Bidoof. And it's just Bidoof with a bunch of balloons like Pikachu. I think that would have gone off really well, too. Man, missed opportunities here, Pokemon Company.
They would have been down.
The game's not out. We don't know.
They would have done it if somebody was just like, you should do this. They'd
There's
be like,
an
yeah, we
unlockable
probably
one.
should.
End game.
End game. This is the post-game content we all want, okay? We didn't get Battlefront here, but you can unlock flying
It
Bidoof.
takes an extra 10 seconds, but no one complains.
It's literally the best thing they could have done is just make it the Bidoof phone, and you just do
heard
Bidoof.
it here, folks.
Yeah, they didn't really announce too much. Like it was like a 3-minute trailer. Oh, they did Poffins. They're like, oh, you can make Poffins.
Well, they announced that you can also do, like, weird curry-making stuff.
And you can do that out in the
Poffins.
wild, right? Or something like that?
Yeah, you could it was like in Amity Square.
Yeah.
But I assume you can also make Poffins in the Poffin place. I really hope we can do online Poffin making together.
Yeah.
Seth.
It looks like that might be a thing.
I hope so. That it would be a missed opportunity to not do it. I also, it's just like the contest. They need to make contests in such a way that we can play them online together, because I will play Pokemon Contest with you guys online.
Yes, absolutely.
They also announced another feature that I was going to say and brain completely shorted. Come back to me. I will remember this.
I don't know. We're almost done with BDSP, so I don't know anymore.
I'm looking through the release and I don't see anything extra.
Oh, yes. The Union Room will be accessible not in every Pokemon Center, but with the press of a button.
Oh.
That doesn't make it much better.
To me, it means there's probably alternate. You don't just go to the building. There's probably, like, go to the building, and then there's, like, a terminal or something. Like, if it's a button press, they have to have stuff that's making it not completely awful to use.
Sure.
Let me be delusional, Thatch. It's the only thing that'll give me comfort.
I'm letting you do your delusion. All right. I guess on to the meat then. The meat and potatoes.
Heck
We're going to go to Legends Arceus, because that one had some, like, incredibly exciting news drop this week. Pokemon was just like, we're making a Pokemon game that's completely different, but could we still have something like a gym leader? So they introduced that there are these people called the Wardens who are protecting the noble Pokemon, which is, I guess, something, all right.
Well, they're bosses.
They're just bosses. They're just like bosses / trials. Yes, it's a Gen 7 trial with
mixed
boss
with Dark
Pokemon
Souls.
that you... Yes. You don't throw Pokeballs at them like Kleavor, which was announced, the new Pokemon, who is a Hisuian evolution of Scyther. The one thing that I did find very interesting about that one, because I did go look at it, because they have like a specific language they use when they're talking about certain Pokemon and how they evolve from them, like when they were doing Galarian Zigzagoon and stuff like that. They're just like, Zigzagoon in Galar evolved into Galarian Linoon, and Obstagoon evolves from Linoon in Galar, right? Or Linoon from Galar or whatever it is. And so this one didn't mention like where the Scyther was from. They're just like, yeah, Scyther evolves because of the minerals.
It eats the minerals or whatever, so it feels more like a regional.
I feel like it's gonna, I could totally see it just being another split chain. It's just like, here's some Hisuian rocks. Meh. Eat these.
Rock coat, metal coat.
Honestly, I really just want them at this point, because we're getting so convoluted in like how to catch these Pokemon. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like one, it's a disservice if we kind of just like leave these Pokemon trapped in their games, especially Legends, right? Mm-hmm. I would totally be down if this was the beginning of just like, here's a Hisuian stone.
Wait just 1 minute. What if Kleavor is Scissor's true evolution? Not Scizor, Scyther. Scissor's true evolution.
Oh, and then like the metal coat?
Metal coat is close enough, but like, and the reason that Cantonian Scyther can't evolve is because they don't have the minerals that are required for Kleavor.
The thing that bothers me about this more and more is they're just like, they keep treating Hisui like it's its own region. And it's just like, I don't know, Sinnoh is supposed to be the same place.
Yeah.
How many great elk do you see walking through? How many mammoths? It's the same place. They should still be there.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm thinking. And, like, it doesn't seem like it's that far off in the timeline, right? Like, this isn't going to be, like, thousands of years where things are going extinct.
Could be a dodo.
Could be a dodo. I saw this theory online. I forget from who. And I said it in PUCL in the Discord. And one of the things I think is like a really silly theory is that maybe Legends Arceus doesn't take place before Diamond and Pearl, but rather takes place after Diamond and Pearl.
No, because they would not lie about all of those things.
They wouldn't do it, I know, but it's a fun theory, and it's crackpot. I'm allowed to say my insane things.
This is the timeline without Mega Evolution.
No, this is the timeline where Cyrus rebooted the world. Yeah, novel Pokemon, which are just boss Pokemon, which is kind of cool. I don't know. Like, I'm into this gameplay in general.
That fight looked really cool.
Yeah, you just throw, like, calming herbs at the Pokemon that are rampaging.
Dodging their attacks. Kleavor was the right one to show off because you look at how that thing moves and you're like, that will kill me, yes.
I think Kleavor was the right one to show off because I think the other ones might be semi-underwhelming. That's not my honest opinion. Because, like, we're just going to be like, new Pokemon. And, like, the next one's going to be like, and here's a Glalie.
I'd be fine.
You know what I mean? Like, well, because then that's not going to get you hyped because you're not going to be like, I get to fight a really angry Glalie.
The very angry Glalie pillar.
Yeah. So that's honestly, I honestly think that they're not all going to be, like, Hisuian Pokemon.
Well, I'd be right there with you with being unexcited, except, what is it?
They did
Snap
confirm
came out,
2 others,
and I was
right?
like, you know when the last time I cared about Steelix was?
Oh no, this is very exciting. I think this is going to be very exciting in general.
Like with the wardens, it says that they watch over the noble Pokemon, and it has the 2 saying one looks after Weirdeer and one looks after Basculegion. So I mean that's 2 other nobles confirmed in a sense.
Well, then they actually might just all be new boys.
I mean they showed 4 wardens. Is that
we don't know, and we don't know if every noble has a warden.
Exactly. So we don't know if every warden was shown, if there's going to be 8 or 7, or if they're just going to stick with 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's looking pretty exciting though. Like I'm pretty excited. The other things people have noticed, because we got a lot more screenshots in this trailer, and these aren't things you're going to like find in the press release or anything, is that one, the stats are completely different than normal Pokemon stats. So that's interesting in and of itself. Probably to deal with like the new gameplay style. They tweak the stats. Also, there's no PvP, so I feel like they
can safely test here, and if it goes well, they can introduce it into the other games.
I don't think we're gonna get Legends Arceus as like the style moving forward.
Yeah, well,
in Pokemon games, I don't think it allows for competitive.
Yes,
I feel like you could just have another Legends game,
right? But I'm just saying, if the stat calculation math ends up doing better at whatever their values are,
understand what you mean.
I can see them going from like every game further, just porting the Pokemon to the new base stat system.
That's very possible. They could do that. I don't know. I'm very interested to see, honestly, like not even that the Pokemon. So we're getting Pokemon Home compatibility from Legends Arceus for Legends Arceus and BDSP. I'm curious to see if any of the Pokemon from Legends Arceus, like let's say what Pokemon's already there that we've seen, like oh my gosh, I can't even think about it. There's Pokemon that definitely overlaps with what's already in the game, right? Rowlet. There we go. Rowlet, you could transfer your Rowlet from Pokemon Legends to Pokemon Home. And will that Rowlet go then be able to go from home
if it can go to home, then yeah.
I could see the Legends to Home transfer being one way.
I think I've seen a couple things where there's some hidden, like, if calculations too. I think I saw on Twitter today that you can get Zarude now in Pokemon Go. So you can put that in home.
Oh, that's weird.
But you cannot put it from home to Sword and Shield unless you already have Zarude in your Pokedex.
Yeah, that's just how Pokemon Go Pokemon's been working, though.
So there might be other if-ands kind of things, like what you're saying with the Rowlet thing, though. Like, if it knows it's from Legends.
Well, it probably won't come in, but I mean, my thing would be, if we're going to go with that Pokemon Go example, like, if I already have a Rowlet in the game, will it let me still transfer that Rowlet in?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what it will have the Arceus mark on it. So
yeah, I'm okay with that. I just want to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the idea of Pokemon like being this crazy cool ecosystem of like shoving your Pokemon into home and you can pull them out literally anywhere that you're playing right now.
Yeah, I would hope that that's the vision they caught to.
I hope that's the vision, because that vision would be sweet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really okay with, like, because they obviously have the models and stuff ready, so they could obviously just port them into Swish too if they want to. They don't have to, but yeah, they could. So that you have like one battling hub. So Swish becomes their Pokemon Stadium X that we should have just gotten instead. And I mean, that's what Swish is going to devolve into, right? Until they announce probably Gen 9 next year or whatever it is. We'll see. I don't know. I am very excited for this, though. I want to see how it goes. I would love to see some DLC, too. Maybe not for Legends, but for BDSP. That'd be kind of cool.
Maybe.
You could do some cool stuff with the mythicals, because I don't think there's any way that they leave the mythicals out of BDSP. Like, maybe Arceus, because we have Legends Arceus coming, but like Darkrai and Shaman are 1000% going to be included somehow. They have to be.
I hope that they have that story in there.
They were purposely excluded from the code in Sword and Shield.
Sure. I just remember that they were absolutely going to use the Azure Flute, and they never did. So let's just say Gen 4 Mythicals have had a history of being...
You do it as a DLC instead, so one, they get more money out of my pocket, which is honestly their end goal. And two, you don't have to worry about convoluted items. You just, like, kick off these new stories that you can have and expand the stories, like, slightly. Gen 4 Mythicals were handled really well originally anyway.
Well, then they weren't handled was the problem.
Was the Darkrai story ever activated, or did we just know about it?
You could get the ticket to go to, that's not New Moon Island. New Moon Island's the one with Cresselia on it, but the other one.
No, that's Full Moon Island.
It's Full Moon Island for Darkrai,
okay.
right?
No, it's New Moon for Darkrai, Crescent Moon for Cresselia.
I got it backwards then.
I feel like the Darkrai one was never actually, like, the item was never...
No, it was, but I don't think it was distributed in the US.
No, it was distributed in the US. So it was distributed twice in the US, I believe. Yeah, you could do it. I did it, so...
Well, I did it too, but I cheated.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't cheat. I awkwardly sat in a GameStop parking lot and downloaded it, Seth, okay?
I remember having to buy a car charger to get Deoxys, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, how are we going to have gone this long without talking about the fact that this ancient back-in-time place has a cell phone?
The Arc phone?
It doesn't make sense.
No, Arceus is just the founder of Nokia.
That explains why his defense stats over 100, yeah.
If the provider isn't Virizion Wireless, I riot.
Be very good. It'd be very easy to just stick that in the corner and then just never comment on it, you know?
They should.
Yeah.
They should, though.
Just this head shape. Instead of the cell phone, like, signal strength, it's the head shape and how much of the head is
Oh my gosh. It's just how full the head is. Like, how big. Yes. I love this, Seth. This is a good idea. And should be warranted. You should keep this up.
And they say nothing about it. Like you said.
Yes. No comment. It's just there. Nobody, they go, we didn't know that was there.
I still just find it goofy that the Pokeballs are made of wood. Like, oh, we have pastures, not boxes, and a cell phone. Or like,
and a cell phone.
This is the ultimate Arceus tablet.
I was going to be all like, wow, this is so bad. And then I remembered that they had the Sheikah Slate and no one cared because it was like, you know what? They're magical people, so it's fine. So you know what? Same thing. Suspend your disbelief, people.
That is true. Okay, I give you that. I concede. Although it does give credence to my idea that Pokemon from the future will randomly be popping in because Dialga is a goofball.
I would just love if it was like, oh yeah, let's go catch Arceus, and then just like Buzzwole jumps out and punches you.
Here's a Porygon, and a Rotom's in your phone because we can't let that gimmick go.
Yeah, I feel like Rotom Dex was the worst thing that's happened to Pokemon in a very long time, only because it is not ever going to go away, because I feel like somebody like came up with Rotom Dex and they're just like, this is such a great idea, guys. Let's do it forever. And it's just like, you don't have to. And they're just like, no, this is funny, or it's way better this way. And like, they just like keep insisting that.
I like it. I think it's cute, but I wish that they would just give up and make more Rotom forms, because they are making more Rotom forms, but I want to have more Rotom forms. Make the Dex like Rotom Electric Psychic.
It would have been fun. It would definitely have been fun to just like battle with Rotom Dex, you know?
Let it replace all of the, like, it was super effective with its own, like, sass talk. It would have been great, actually.
No, please no. Please
no. The
no.
spirit of Groucho Marx inhabits my Pokedex.
I, too, read those comics years ago.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, right. Well, this is a good place to stop, I guess. This was pretty fruitful. I mean, I'm excited for these games. Like, even BDSP. Like, I'm genuinely excited for BDSP.
Me
too. Just to like have a game to play and like run around, catch some more Pokemon. I'm
curious to see how they make it work. Not everyone is going to be happy, and that's fine. The biggest things they've made a Hoenn, they've made a Sinnoh where you don't need to worry about the abysmal movement speed, and you don't need to carry around 1,000,001 TMs. So they've already fixed my two biggest problems with the region.
Yeah, no, modern updates just like fix Diamond and Pearl. Honestly, like Diamond and Pearl are good games. I think. I just think the gameplay isn't great. Like it wasn't smoothed out at the time, and now we've got better, like more fluid gameplay. I'm excited. We'll see. I mean, Legends is going to be cool too. Just to get something different, it's going to be kind of cool to play around with.
We're just like a month out from the first one, so
yeah,
huzzah.
I'm excited. Yeah, very close. It's like a month and a half, I think, something like that. November 19th, so that's very close. It's coming up. It's coming up quick. Then we'll play Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and then we'll play Legends Arceus like 2 months later. So yeah, on that note, we're going to kick it on over then to the Pokemon of the episode. We will catch you guys on the flip-flop.
The episode.
And welcome to the Pokemon of the episode. Our Pokemon of the episode this week is National Dex number 598, Ferrothorn, the Thorn Pod Pokemon.
Its Pokemon Sword Dex entry reads, this Pokemon scrapes its spikes across rocks, and then uses the tips of its feelers to absorb the nutrients it finds within the stone. Thanks, I hate it.
He's a good boy.
Ferrothorn's really good. He's almost always OU. I don't remember the last time he's dropped, if he ever.
Never.
Yeah, I don't think he ever has. He was Toxapex before Toxapex was cool.
I love Ferrothorn.
He has 74 HP, which isn't great, but 94 attack. I didn't realize it was that.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty impressive. Good for you, Ferrothorn.
Higher than Talonflame.
Yeah, what? It's got a base defense of 131, which is pretty good, especially based on its typing. Mm-hmm. And then it's got special attack of 54. Who cares? Nobody cares. Special defense of 116, which is pretty high. And then a speed of 20, because who needs it? You're going last. We already know this. It's fine. And you want to be able to get off gyro balls. And so it turns out that he has 2 weaknesses, fighting and fire. And he has resistance to 9 types.
Yep. Normal,
rock, steel, water, grass, electric, psychic, dragon, and fairy. Half damage or quarter damage for grass. So it's, oh my gosh, man, steel type's so good. And they just like, yeah, I get a little bit more though with the grass. I'm also resistant now, I guess, to
doesn't have a ground weakness is the big one.
No, yeah. he's normally damaged by it. It's just normal. But very awesome Pokemon in Ferrothorn there. He's obviously one of the more defensive powerhouses in the game. And today's team is a BSS team provided by Wreck-It Mike. So if you two have a cool team that you want to submit, feel free, let me, or I guess Coil know. Coil's been collecting them for me. And you can go ahead and do that. And we'll put it on the show if we get a Pokepaste and a screenshot. All right. So let's get into this team. There's a lot to go into here. So first we have Ferrothorn, who is holding a citrus berry. He's got the ability Iron Barbs, because I don't think he should run anything else ever. Oh, if he does he even have, I think he gets Unnerve, right?
Anticipation.
I always get those two confused, Unnerve and Anticipation. Nobody cares. That's the answer. Nobody cares. And he's holding a citrus berry, like I said. Relaxed nature, 252 HP, 252 defense, 4 special defense. Pretty standard Ferrothorn. This is probably my favorite Ferrothorn set, because unless you have a fire type, you are not stopping this. Mm-hmm. It is Iron Defense, Body Press, Leech Seed, and Protect. It is absolutely disgusting. It will just keep nomming, and it will get massive Body Press damage off on you. It is a disgusting Pokemon. So, more power to you. Ferrothorn is great. We also have, I think I said I was going to take this one. We have a Hatterene on this team as well, because we have a Ferrothorn, so Trick Rooms all around. It's holding a Focus Sash. It has the ability Magic Bounce. It 252 HP, 252 special attack, because who cares about going fast? It's Quiet Nature. It does have 0 speed and IVs because it's trying to go slow. Same with a lot of the Pokemon on this team. Trick Room, Psyshock, Mystical Fire, and Misty Explosion. Very exciting. This is all for Series 10, by the way, so nobody Dynamaxes. But I don't know who's next. Whoever wants to be next.
You said it yourself. No one Dynamaxes, but it is Series 10, so you do get a restricted legend. And this team's restricted legend is one of my personal favorites. We have Calyrex Ice Rider. Now, Calyrex Ice Rider is just very bulky and very slow. I do not understand its first move.
It's good normal damage. So their move pools aren't that deep, turns out.
Actually, I thought they were pretty deep, so...
Yeah, you get Ice 4 power. It's already there. The move pool is not as deep as you think it is, unfortunately.
Anyway, it's got a Tri-Attack, it's got Glacial Lance, because of course it does. This is one of the best moves in the game. High Horsepower and Seed Bomb. All of these are just hit button life orb attacks with 252 HP, 252 attack, 4 defense.
Oh, it's not Tri-Attack. It's supposed to be Trick Room.
Oh,
that makes way more sense. Don't run Tri-Attack.
I didn't even know it got Tri-Attack.
Or do it and, don't see success. It's fine.
And, what... Ice type has notoriety for not being a very, strong type, but I think that's unfair. Because we've also got another band in OU Ice type here. Specifically, we have the Galarian Darmanitan with Gorilla Tactics and a Choice Scarf. For those of you who don't know what Gorilla Tactics does, it's just a Choice Band. So you've got a Pokemon that's both Choice Banded and Choice Scarfed. So that's fun. Icicle Crash, Flare Blitz, Rock Slide, U-Turn, because this thing has stupid coverage.
I just want to know what they were thinking when they made that, by the way. Right? They're just like, oh, let's make this one new ability only for Darmanitan, who's already kind of broken, a little bit. And just, absolutely bust it.
Yep.
They're just like, yeah, we did that. That's fine. But Seth, it's you. Take us home.
Yeah, moving on from ice types, we've got slightly less icy types. We've got Dracovish with a choice band. Speaking of breaking things not being allowed in OU, only 2 Pokemon on this team are allowed in OU. Wow.
Welcome to BSS.
There's a reason they're broken when there's no ban
They're
list.
balanced, almost.
So Dracovish with a choice band, ability is obviously Strong Jaw. EVs are as follows. 124 HP, 252 attack, 132 speed with an adamant nature, that is to outspeed support Landorus Therian. The moveset is Vicious Rend and Who Cares? The other 3 are Outrage, Psychic Fang, and Super Fang, but really, who cares? Because Vicious Rend is all you should be using on this thing.
Unless you have, a water absorber, I guess.
The speed is also set up, I believe, to just outspeed a non-invested Lando T.
Yep, I mentioned that. Support Lando T.
Oh, yep, that's true. I apologize.
No, you're good. And then the other thing banned from OU is Urshifu. Single Strike.
Single
wow,
strike.
Good job, me. Yeah, here I am playing TCG, and I know that's stupid. Urshifu Single Strike, holding black glasses. Ability is, of course, Unseen Fist to go through protects and whatnot. Its EVs are 252 attack, 252 speed with a jolly nature and 4 special defense, because why not? And moveset is Wicked Blow, Close Combat, Poison Jab, and Sucker Punch. That is what it do. You can feign a choice band if you're clever enough, and absolutely murk things with Wicked Blow and Close Combat.
Yep. It's pretty good. So the idea of the team is just set up Trick Room, hit things with Calyrex. Go. You could do it with Dracovish too. Absolutely. I mean, the speed investment makes it kind of questionable, but you could probably hit a lot of things pretty hard with it.
That's probably why there isn't much more speed investment to it. You want to just outspeed Lando if the Trick Room's up, but you still want to be slower if Trick Room is up, and it's 75 base speed, so you can probably do it.
I absolutely agree. Mm-hmm. And apparently, due to the calcs, offensive Zacians are KO'd by high horsepower after a Misty Explosion from the Hatterene.
I believe that.
So that's kind of cool. That's your number one worry, because Zacian's honestly just the best one all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What Pokemon should I use, and why is it Zacian?
Yeah. Why is Zacian good? Because we made it busted.
Yeah.
That is the answer. The only thing he's missing is one more coverage move, I think. And then he would absolutely be nonsense.
If I'm correct, it's the first Pokemon that in any form is anything goes.
Well, so the thing that really gets me, Zamazenta doesn't get body press, right? And everybody's like, well, that would be busted. I'm like, have you seen Zacian though? Have you seen Zacian?
Yeah.
Like, Zamazenta could use some love. Okay,
I don't know why I think what they went is, well, that one's going to be broken. This one we might be able to save.
It almost made it to OU. It should have made it to OU. Gosh dang it.
Zamazenta?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had the vote on that a while ago.
I would believe that, actually.
People just don't like change and are afraid of it. Cowards.
They are. Hashtag Lando has 40% usage. I think that was the newest number, right? 44% of people were using Lando in OU last month?
I feel like that's about right.
Yeah, so maybe that might be like oversimplifying. I don't know. All right. So on that note, I guess this is the Pokemon of the episode. If you're a patron, we're going to be giving out Shiny Ferrothorn this week, so be sure to watch out for the post there at the appropriate level. On that note, though, we are going to head on over to the mailbag.
It's mail time! Send in your emails! Mail!
And welcome to the mailbag. The mailbag's a part of the show where you can send us emails to puclpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll read them on the show if they're like somewhat well formatted. Put that qualifier there. But also, if your email is really good and it sparks a lot of good conversation between the co-hosts, you can be the winner of the Green Tauros badge, which is brought to you by the fictional energy drink Green Tauros, which gives you hooves.
Hisuian hooves.
Yeah, Hisuian hooves. Oh my gosh, we haven't seen Tauros in that game yet. Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hisuian Tauros. Here we go. It's going to be like Wagyu beef.
Oh, I don't want to see colorless Tauros.
We're going to have to make a new badge, guys. Okay.
Oh, no. The Wagyu Tauros badge.
Seth, did you know, by the way, that if the Patreon hits $850 a month, we're going to be giving all of the patrons at the $10 level and above a physical Green Tauros badge?
OMG, I'm one of those. I could be getting a Green Tauros badge. I did not know that. I'm glad that you informed me of this monumental thing that everyone needs to know about.
Everybody needs to know about. Welcome to the podcast.
I honestly would love another Green Tauros badge.
We had a bunch of them for a little while, then we stopped, and so I'm going to do another run of them if we hit 850 on Patreon.
I've become obsessed with pins recently, so...
Yeah, those pins are cool.
What are they for? I just need someone to explain it to me.
I put them on my backpack.
Yeah, collecting. Showing off your nerdom. Okay, moving on then. Let's get into these emails. Last week we asked you guys, I think, what your favorite fan game was or something like that.
It was what your fan game was and what did you think of the Direct.
There we go. So let's go ahead then and let's get this first one from, I guess, Aaron? We'll just call him Aaron.
We're going to call him Aaron because I refuse to sign off.
Well, I think the sign off is just him just like smashing the keyboard a little bit.
It must be.
Yes.
Yo, PUCL crew. What's good? I've been listening for 5 years now, and this is my first time writing in. Sorry for being a bad fan. That doesn't make you a bad fan.
Yeah,
I haven't yet either, dude. It's okay.
Yeah, Seth still hasn't logged in, and now he's here. We just appreciate you listening. That makes you a good fan.
We gave Whimsicott a staff position so she'd stop. So don't.
That's not true, but that's the joke. Okay.
So don't worry about it. No.
Oh, okay. Maybe we shouldn't read that. Never mind.
Let's rerun this one. Yeah.
Thank you for that email, Aaron. Just end it with thank you for listening to my TED Talk. All right.
You know what? I think maybe we restart the news segment.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It's okay.
Is it though?
It's okay. Moving on. This next one, Seth, you've got it. Thank you for that email, Aaron. Maybe write things that we can actually talk about next time. I thought I had read that before and it was okay. I must have felt like I don't know what I did. I usually read these. I'm better about this. Moving on. Next one is you, Seth. It's going to be from British Jet. He knows what he should write about.
So, Dear T. Hatch and his fellow co-hosts Lord Seth Vilo and Lynian but Duocean. It's been a while since last sending an email, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it. I've never played any ROM hack of Pokemon, so hearing your views on the game will be fun to hear in the future, even if they're bad. Regarding the Nintendo Direct this week's Pokemon drop, which was kind of out of the blue and most likely talked about this week. Correct. Here's my thoughts. At the time of Direct, it was 11 p.m. for me. Joining the voice chat when it dropped and seeing the announcement of the Mario movie, I nearly woke the house up at the first glance of Chris Pratt's profile picture when I burst out laughing. Surely they could have used a better picture of him than of Chris Pratt, and I'm sure it would be a different response slightly. I'm so looking forward to the movie overall with the great cast they're using. What are your thoughts of the movie possibly taking a storyline of a young and old Mario and Donkey Kong possibly one advising the other? We have Cranky Kong in it, and this could be a way of giving Charles Martinet the recognition of all his work over all the years playing Mario in the video games, voicing an older version of Mario, or at least something like this. So that's...
Okay, so he mentions that specific picture of Chris Pratt, and Chris Pratt
so
is
true,
in black and white, and all of the other ones are in color, which
Really?
implies that Chris Pratt died during the filming.
Yeah.
I really hope they just like pull it off like a LinkedIn profile equivalent.
oh, definitely. They went to his contact, and that was just what was there.
Yes.
I have been spending most of this week, if I have free time, I've just been looking up different streamers and people I follow and looking at their reactions, because it's the one thing where I know it's not being played up. No one could contain themselves. I was laughing so hard in the waiting room at a doctor's office, I had literal tears in my eyes. The person who is at the desk looked at me and was like, are you okay? And all I could croak out was Donkey Kong. It was one of the funniest things that's ever happened.
It's gonna be something. This movie just feels like something that nobody wants, right? Like,
if it's bad, it's great. If it's great, it's even better. If it's mediocre, it's the worst possible result.
it's just one of those things where I was just like, I never asked for this. Was somebody asking for this? And then,
I think Miyamoto was asking for this.
I'm just like, I feel like this is not anything any of us care about.
Look, the Chris Pratt casting choice makes infinitely more sense when you realize that it had to have been run by the Nintendo board. So a bunch of terrified of bad decisions, Japanese businessmen all had to sign off on the cast of Mario. With that in mind, Chris Pratt actually makes a lot of sense to me.
I feel like they just went to the Lego movie guys and were just like, who should we use?
I still think the funniest thing I've seen, I saw a TikTok where it had just the scene from Jurassic World of him running away from a Tyrannosaur, and they plugged in Mario screaming while he was running, and the Tyrannosaurus comes out and it's Yoshi's.
It's Yoshi.
That's pretty good.
There's more to this email, so I'll keep going.
Oh, no.
Regards to this week, though, overall we had some nice news dropped. I'm the Pokemon thing. Just that a little bit of confirmation of BDSP over HMs is what we needed for a lot of us. This game looks great, and I'm looking forward to playing it on the Switch as my DSs are starting to wear down a bit. I'll be looking forward to finding all your hidden bases in the Grand Underground come end of November. Legends, for me, just keeps getting better. I'm now hoping for a little bit of news come December, and a little bit, as I don't want to give too much away before the game, in January, before it drops. I've seen Austin John on YouTube have a theory about the starters having new forms in this game.
Okay, time out.
No.
Time out. I keep hearing this. So I have a text group with my IRL friends that play Pokemon Go. So they're Pokemon Go people. Let's preface with that. Hi, Tina's husband. So we have a Pokemon Go group, and so App, who used to be on the show's in that, and he goes, Austin John plays says that the starters are gonna have evolutions. They haven't shown the final evolutions yet, so this is probably gonna happen. I'm like, they will not touch the sacred. Like, they literally made Mega Evolution because they wanted a new Charizard form without ruining Charizard. That's why that stuff existed. That's why Gigantamax exists, so that they can't mess with that. They're not gonna make a regional evolution for those three, because those three's final evolutions already play into early Japan, feudal Japan.
Yes,
They
Archer,
already
Samurai, and Volcano.
Yes, it's the Archer, Samurai, and Volcano already. You don't need to change it. It's not going to happen. The reason they haven't shown the final evolutions, they haven't shown an Empoleon in that game either, but Piplup's there. Is Piplup going to get a Hisuian?
No, they showed Empoleon in the trailer.
They haven't shown an Infernape.
Well, they haven't shown a Spiritomb, so clearly that means there's a Spiritomb that's before it gets sealed, so...
Oh my god.
No, you see, the final starter evolutions are armored.
Lack of proof positive, does not mean proof negative, okay?
Yes.
That's
no, I think it's just because the starters aren't
logic.
What are they supposed to do? Be like, isn't it exciting that your Rowlet's gonna evolve into a Decidueye? They're not gonna hype up the game like that. They're gonna be like, look at Kleavor, look at Hisuian Growlithe, look at Braviary.
They really shouldn't have said look at Kleavor because it's terrible.
I mean, it is.
Like,
but
I didn't want to put that in the topic, but I do need to put it out. It is one of the worst Pokemon. It looks like a Mega Man villain or a stand or both, and I hate it.
And it's top 10 rock types because they all suck.
I think it's the better bug rock type.
Yeah.
I think it's
Crustle's
the better
my
bug
baby
rock.
because Unite, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the better bug rock type.
Yeah. Let me jump back into this email though. Continue
Yes,
where
go
I
for
left
it.
off.
I just wanted to call out Austin St. John, or Austin John Plays, not St. John. Austin St. John's the Power Ranger. Austin John Plays. I think he does content and like he's really good about pumping out videos, but man, a lot of people put a little too much faith in him. Okay.
I don't know. Armored Final Evolution. We're going to see it. Anyway, most of it is...
Did he say that, Seth? Did he say Armored Final Evolution? Or did Seth say that?
Yes, he said it, not me.
You said it.
No.
I don't care if you say it. I care if Austin John says it, okay? I think a lot of people in the Pokemon community, like, take his words. I think they give him too much weight.
Anyway, sorry. That was mean.
Anyway. Oh, okay. Where would it be? Austin John talking about this. Most of it being we've only seen the starters in their basic stage of their line. Oshawott having Swords Dance at level 16 when its special attack is higher and doesn't get Swords Dance till a lot later level. What are your thoughts?
You can see it like in the trailers, and I think it's just because there's changing up like level ups and moves to fit the gameplay style.
Yeah, and if they're changing how stats are calculated, I don't think that we can look at those and definitively say anything at this point.
Yes.
There's little level up numbers that look like they're near stats. We have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I mean, it could be
gets
like in Let's Go almost, right?
Just because its special attack is higher doesn't mean it shouldn't get Swords Dance. Looking at you, Lucario.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, finishing out the email. Also, will we be getting a new form or evolution from Onyx? Is there possibly no metal coat in the game? I'm sure you've spoken about it already, but I'm looking forward to your views on it all anyway. Okay, I best go put the kettle on and make another pot of tea. That's in the email, I swear. Till next time, the British gent.
Onyx that's interesting. I understand what you were saying now earlier, Seth. I think the question is there a Hisuian Scyther? And if there's a Hisuian Scyther, then we're not going to see a change in Onyx. There's probably still a metal coat.
And the question is, like, these trait evolutions, the
How do they
game
work?
clearly, like, we saw a wild Electivire, so I don't know if there's going to be alternate evolution methods.
Well, there's trading in the game anyway. There's
Yeah.
trading in the game.
Yeah, but
We learned
because
that
of
later.
how the progress is gated, it's different than in other games,
You don't
right?
know you don't know how the progress is gated though either. So like it's
Yeah,
I think it's still
it would feel
reasonable.
weird to me if you like couldn't catch those, but
you might be able to catch them wild. Like you are in Sword and Shield, you're able to catch like an Electivire and you're able to catch a Magmortar.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tons of trade things.
I wouldn't be surprised if you could just catch an Electivire, but if you wanted to take an Electabuzz, say, and then evolve it into an Electivire, you might still need to trade it. And I don't think the metal coat necessarily means that there's technology, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It just means it's just metal, right? It's like a can of like metal paint, essentially. You could totally have that in this timeline as well, or in this time period.
Yeah.
As everyone knows, ancient Japanese steel was very powerful. That's why
Yes.
it was folded so many times.
Yeah.
I think if we end up seeing a Steelix,
No, it's not. It was really bad. I need to stress that was a joke for people who know metallurgy.
if we see a Steelix, I think it would be really interesting I think if we see Steelix, that kind of says that there's going to be a Hisuian Scyther, just because they're probably not going to put Scissor in. But I don't know.
Why not?
They could put Scissor in as well. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. I am very curious. But we typically don't. I like the idea of Kleavor being like a split evolution though with Scyther.
What if you trade Kleavor with a metal coat and it evolves into Scizor?
I don't think that'll happen, but
They insert an
Good try,
entire
man.
middle evolution, all with the same base stat total.
my only excitement right now would be if we could bring things like Weirdeer and Kleavor into Sword and Shield to use them in competitive, because I want to know how that works.
Right.
I want to know how it goes.
There was kind of a hint. If we look at the things allowed in the Spooky Cup, Basculin is allowed.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
viewed that
cute,
as kind of
actually.
a nod.
I hope
That's
so.
nice.
I hope so, because I would be very interested to see if that works out. So Green Taurus badge this week, I think it's gonna be British Gent.
Yep.
Aaron, we're sorry,
It's
bud.
not the other guy.
Yeah, sorry, Aaron. All right, so first, you get that green Taurus badge. If you want to email us next week, let us know what your thoughts of all these trailers were in the mailbag. We are very interested to know what you think of BDSP and Legends Arceus at this point. So please send those in, puclpodcast@gmail.com. If you would like to keep in contact with us, please go to their Discord at pucldiscord.com. You can join, hang out, talk Pokemon. It's just a good old time. You can also follow us on social media over on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr. It's a really good time to do that. If you want to see like our schedule for the week, which should be a weekly occurrence in the month of October. You can, of course, go ahead and also watch us on YouTube. I think we're just putting like streams up there right now. I want to get something back. I have a really good idea for patrons, so patrons, watch out. This is going to be announced this month, and you're all going to be super excited, let me tell you. And then, of course, if you want to keep watching us on Twitch over at twitch.tv/thepoklepodcast, I'll be back this week, at least on Tuesday, probably not Thursday, because work has me going to a dinner thing, and it's really dumb. So I probably won't be able to make it Thursday, but we'll try to make another night that week. I'm going to see what my schedule looks like. On top of that, though, I think that's everything. If you want to support the show, you can do so over at Twitch. Drop a Twitch Prime subscription or a regular subscription if you feel like. But the better way to do it, I think, is to just go over to Patreon at patreon.com/PuclPodcast. And like I informed Seth, at $850, we'll be giving out those pins. So it'll be really exciting. So on that note, I have been Trainer Thatch.
I've been Lynian.
And I've been Seth Vilo.
And here in the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's closing time.
It's closing time in Lavender Town. Time to say our goodbyes. It's closing time. Farewell, my friends. I'll catch you on the flip side.